What happens when you're the king of the octagon and your bank account is overflowing? You buy stuff that's just plain crazy, and maybe even unnecessary. Like, what's the deal with the samurai swords? Or the collection of shoes that's more than that of a mall? And don't even get me started on the gun collection. Let's take a look at the wildest, most outrageous purchases made by the one and only Dana White. You know what's crazy? I was looking at Dana White's car collection the other day, and I stumbled upon this absolutely insane custom-made ride. I'm talking about a Maybach van that's worth a cool $300,000. But what really takes the cake is that it's got Howard Bourbon logos all over it. Let's be real, when you're the owner of a liquor company like Howard Bourbon, you've got to rep your brand, right? I mean, who needs a regular old Maybach van when you can have one that's basically a rolling billboard? It's just so Dana White. Apart from his insane custom-made Maybach van, Dana White's also got a serious passion for classic rides. This guy's got a collection of vintage cars that'll make any car enthusiast green with envy. He's got a 1969 Ford Bronco, a 1969 Chevy Camaro, and a 1971 Plymouth Barracuda, all of which are absolute beauties, by the way. And the best part? They're all part of his personal collection, which is valued at a whopping $228,000. I know what you're thinking. That's a pretty penny for some old cars, right? But let's be real. These aren't just any old cars, but classic American cars, and anything classic is just plain cool. A friend of Dana White's, who's just 21 years old by the way, gifted him a brand new 2024 BMW 7 Series. And oh my, is this ride insane? We're talking about a car that's literally a luxury lounge on wheels. It's got a flat screen TV that hangs in the back seat, a touch screen panel that controls the whole car, and I'm sure a whole lot of other bells and whistles that I don't even know about. And the craziest part? This 21-year-old friend of his just casually dropped $97,000 on this gift. Dana White's also treated himself to a brand new Bentley. Because why not, right? I mean, when you're the president of the UFC, you've got to keep your collection fresh. And let me tell you, a Bentley is no small addition. Not when it's worth $72,000. But of course, that's still not all. At this point, I'm not even surprised. The guy's got a Maybach van, a collection of classic American cars, a BMW 7 Series, and now a Bentley. Dana White's also got a thing for BMWs, it seems. He picked up not one, but two BMW M6s, each costing a cool $125,000. And in a move that's just plain awesome, he gave one of them to his son on his 16th birthday. And of course, Dana White kept the other one for himself, because you truly can't ever have enough. Dana White also got his second son a 70th limited edition Land Rover Defender 5.8 on his 16th birthday, one of 150 models. Is Dana the coolest dad or what? I mean, who gives a teenager a car worth $180,000 on his birthday? He's definitely setting the bar high for all other dads out there. Dana White's a huge fan of fast cars, and he's got a soft spot for the iconic Ferrari Testarossa. You know, the one made famous by Magnum PI. He actually customized his own Testarossa to match the TV show's version, which cost him a cool $142,000. And when you've got a car that's built for speed, it's hard to resist the urge to push it to the limit. With a car like that, it's no surprise he likes to put the pedal to the metal. And I'm sure the police have had to pull him over a time or two. But here's the thing. Dana's car collection isn't just about him, it's also about his family. He's got a whole fleet of luxury vehicles that are perfect for family outings. For example, he's got a Cadillac Escalade ESV that's worth $123,000, which is basically the ultimate vehicle for making a statement. I mean, can you imagine pulling up to a UFC fight in this thing? It's just pure luxury. And for more casual drives, he's also got an $80,000 Range Rover SUV, which is just perfect for cruising around town in style. Dana White's car collection is insane, and with a collection like this, you have to wonder, what's next? A private jet? Well, you're not far off if you thought Dana White's luxury collection wouldn't be complete without a private jet. And indeed, he owns one, a luxurious private jet that can accommodate 14 passengers in style. The interior is fitted with handmade cabinetry, hand-stitched reclining seats, and top-notch entertainment systems, including high-speed Wi-Fi, widescreen TVs, and surround sound. There's even a conference room on board. With its high-quality materials and luxurious amenities, it's no surprise that this jet comes with a hefty price tag of $90 million, perfect for family trips in ultimate comfort and style. Dana White's love for splurging on crazy expensive knows no bounds, and his latest obsession is samurai swords. You might actually mistake his office for a museum at this point, and I'm not even kidding. It all started with a rare 16th century samurai armor that's so exclusive, you need to sign up for private registries just to get a glimpse of it, so you can imagine what Dana had to go through to get his hands on it. But being the boss that he is, he made it happen. And then, he brings this $12,000 samurai armor to his office at the UFC, and he figured it needed its own sword. So, what does he do? He goes on a shopping spree for samurai swords. I know, it sounds a little ridiculous, but trust me, the prices for these babies are no joke. Dana made a guest appearance on Pawn Stars, where he walked away with an incredible collection of 7 small wakizashi katanas and 2 authentic Japanese katanas from the early 1600s. Just so you know, these swords are not just any ordinary swords, not when they cost $69,000. One of them can be traced back to a legit samurai family from over 500 years ago, and the other, it traces back to a samurai lord. Now, you see why you would mistake his office for a museum? Dana White's love for speed and luxury isn't just limited to 4 wheels. He's also a huge motorcycle enthusiast, and when it comes to spending money on bikes, he's not afraid to throw down some serious cash. I know he's got a collection of vehicles that's already impressive, but his motorcycle game is strong too. He's got one of the fastest bikes in the world, a custom Ducati 999R. That's a real beast on the road. This thing can go from 0 to 60 in just 3 seconds, and it's got a top speed of 170 miles per hour. That's insane, right? And the price tag for this bad boy? A cool $23,000. You know, it's good to be Dana White. Not only does he get to run the UFC and make all the big decisions, but he also gets some pretty sweet perks along the way. Like, for example, a free bike from Harley Davidson. But of course, it's not entirely free. So what's the catch? Well, it turns out that this custom chopper was given to Dana in exchange for UFC sponsorship, which is a pretty fair trade if you ask me. I mean, the bike is worth a cool $25,000, so it's not like Harley Davidson was just giving it away. I'm telling you, Dana White's got a serious need for speed and the fastest bike out there, and he's not afraid to spend some serious cash to get them. I mean, first, he gets the Ducati, which is already a beast of a bike. Then, he gets the Harley Davidson, which is a classic, but still a pretty sweet ride. But apparently that wasn't enough for him. He had to go and get the MV Agusta F4, which is like the ultimate speed demon. This thing can crack 194 miles per hour, which is just insane. I mean, I've seen some fast bikes in my time, but this one takes the cake. And the price tag? A cool $34,000. But hey, when you're Dana White, you've got the cash to splurge, right? I couldn't possibly wrap up this conversation without mentioning Dana White's infamous rifle. And boy, is it a doozy. Our UFC president is the proud owner of an illegal Soviet-era AK-47 that's wrapped in a $100 bill. But that's not even the craziest part. What's really going to blow your mind is that each bullet is filled with some pretty wild stuff like, and the price tag for this bizarre piece of artillery? A cool $25,000. But let's be real. We're not exactly surprised. I mean, when Dana White wants something, he gets it. Dana White's luxury lifestyle is definitely one for the books. From private jets to diamond-filled rifles, he's got it all. Thanks for sticking with us until the end. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Bye for now.